opposed to just the way. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. If you're working on strengthening your mixed voice, then you've come to the right place. Today I'm going through my favorite exercises for finding your mix. Hey, hi, hello, my name's Olivia Peck. I'm your local millennial voice teacher, and today I'm doing something that I love to do. It's finding the right sounds, the right exercises. It's not a one-size-fits-all if there's anything that I've learned in the past 10 years as being a voice teacher. Some exercises work and some don't. It depends on who you are and what your baseline is. I want to go through a bunch of different ones so you can try them out and see what works best for your voice. A word of advice, mixed voice is sort of designed for contemporary singing. It's designed for singing that uses a microphone. The microphone is an extension of your voice. So having high volume or projecting a lot is not required for singing in your mix. And actually, I would kind of discourage you from pushing a lot of volume and taking really big breaths. That might hinder you in finding that nice clear, free, mixed belt sound. Also, these exercises work best when you're feeling really vocally healthy. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you're in a good place vocally. When we're all dried out or inflamed, or our voice is irritated, it can be hard to find that clear, mixy sound. This is just advice. I'm not a doctor, but it's something that I would like to pass on to you before we go through all of this stuff today. Before we go through the different exercises, y'all know that if you would prefer a one-on-one lesson with me, you can just go to my website, oliviapeck.com, and you can fill out the lesson request form. You can also grab my free singing starter kit. It's on my website, and it breaks down all of the basics for singing that I like to go over, a few exercises, and some tips for accelerating the process. It's a nice little tandem to my full voice lesson video. It's a great way to kick things off. I love having you part of my community, so anyway, just had to tell you what's going on. All right, let's try out some of these mixed voice exercises. The first one is the creaky door. So can you make this sound? You can even do it as an exercise. If you can make that sound, making note of the sensation of making a creaky door sound, it should feel relaxed. It shouldn't feel squeezed or anything. You might feel like a little bit of a vibration. That is how I often describe the feeling of what mixed voice feels like. It's not pushed, it's not squeezed, even if it does have that whiny quality. Let's say you're singing the song, Just the Way You Are, and it's a little bit too head voicey. Try entering on a creak. Just the way you are, as opposed to just the way you are. Just the way you are. Kind of channeling that creak can really help you find that mixed belt. Next, y'all know I love the meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Make sure it's nice and gentle and there's a little smile in your cheeks. I like meow because it's super accessible, and as long as it's nice and gentle feeling and you feel that twangy, pingy sound coming through, then it can be really easy to just put something in a meow, and I'll show you what that looks like. Think about the song Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club, I'm gonna keep on dancing. If it's feeling like a little rocky, Pink Pony Club, I'm gonna keep. Try it on a meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Pink Pony Club, I'm gonna keep on dancing. It can be a lot easier. Pink Pony Club, I'm gonna keep on dancing. Meow, 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 meow. I love a meow. I love a meow. It just makes everything easier, I tell you what. Next, the E. This one's a little bit more advanced, but it might resonate with some of you. E is a more closed vowel and sometimes easier to access a more forward sound. E. The tongue is right there at the back of your bottom teeth. If you do a simple E, 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 you can gradually slide through your range on that E. Keep it nice and consistent, volume-wise, tone-wise. What you're looking for is that nice, clear, belty, mixy sound as opposed to E. Try to keep it E. If you're able to do that and keep things feeling good and not like squeezed, then the E might be a good way for you to access your mix. I know there was another teacher on YouTube, I think her name's Brenda, like Belt with Brenda or something like that. Anyway, she's great, and I know she uses this exercise. You can E your way through a song to help you find that mixy placement. Great for musical theater. Think of the song She Used to Be Mine, and you're singing it, she used to be mine. It's feeling like kind of weird. Try it on an E. E, she used to be mine. I might be singing mine, but I'm thinking as opposed to mine. That's a way to sort of use vowels to your advantage. Hooray. Speaking of vowels, I really like this exercise. You're just going to sing ni, ne, na, no, nu. One note sustained, every single vowel after an N. Ni, ne, na, no, nu. The trick is keep it in that mixy placement. So if you find yourself going ni, ne, na, no, nu, you're going to want to recalibrate and make sure it's nice and easy, not too pushed. This again might be a little bit more of a challenging one, but it can be very effective. Because when you do this throughout your whole range, you're going to find right where those breaks are. So for me, I know it's on like a G, like a G4. Ni, ne, na. It's easy for me to like kind of feel weird there. So I just try to ease up on the gas in that break. Ni, ne, na, no, nu. Keep it light, keep it speaky. And I'm listening for vowels that are easier than others. Ni, ne, na, no, nu. They were all about the same for me there. They were all hard. Through your breaks, you want to ease up on the gas. Try to keep that sound nice and consistent. It's a great way to train all of your vowels throughout your range and to pinpoint where in your range you might have some rockiness. And typically it is the same exact notes over and over for a lot of us. Might deviate a little bit. I find most of my students consistently struggle with their break in the same place every time. So we work on strengthening those spots so that it's not a hindrance when you're singing a song. We can hone in on that. We know what to expect there, and we already know the best vowels for them and stuff like that. Another one of my favorites is the baby cry. I like to do the baby cry just by itself. If I'm in the middle of recording something rock and roll, I'll just do a little before I start. The wah is also great for helping you find a little bit of grit. You know, you might be singing Lady Gaga's I'm on the edge of glory, and you're like, I want a little bit more grit in there. Try a gritty wah. Try a gritty baby cry. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm on the edge of glory. Can kind of help you find that rock and roll vibe, you know what I mean? I first learned the wah from Emily Kristen Morris because she does this exercise that's wah, 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 wah. Great one. Love it. So if you'll notice so far, these different mixed voice exercises do bring out slightly different tones. It can kind of depend on the person or what you're after. So another one I like that's a little bit different is bwup. Bwup, wup, 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 wup. It has a little bit more of a depth to it, quality, which can be very helpful. The feeling. So if I'm singing a song like It's the Climb, and it's feeling like try it on a whoop, whoop, whoop. It's the climb. Whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can help you give it a little bit more depth. Whoop. Anyway, When we talk about mixed voice, the word twang gets thrown around a lot for good reason. And nasal twang can be a really useful tool to tap into if you feel like your voice gets sort of trapped back here and you need to find a little bit more of that resonance. Some people call it placing things more in the mask. So an exercise I really like for that is nya, 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 nya. Nya, 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 especially for things in your lower register. So if you're singing a song like Landslide, that's a perfect song to try the nya. If you're singing and it sounds a little bit like, oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Nya, 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 nya. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Helps give your voice a little bit more forward, a little bit more resonant, and it might help for some higher middle range stuff as well. Something like, I dug my key into the side of his... Carrie Underwood's Before He Cheats. Try, nya, 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 nya. I dug my key into the side of his... Something like that might help bring your voice a little bit more forward, find that mixy placement. I learned this one from John Henney, and it's using the word one, similar to the bwup, but giving you the advantage of that N sound as well, so it's kind of a good little combo there. You can sing it on an arpeggio like I just did, one, or you can put it into a song. Let's try it on Ain't No Sunshine. Ain't no sunshine when, if it's feeling kind of weak, one. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Might make it a little easier. Okay, those are some of my favorites. Here's the honorable mention. Blowing bubbles. This is an SOVT that's really great because you can hear the bubbles, you can hear the speed of your breath. You're creating resistance, kind of like stretching or exercising in a pool. So it has this therapeutic effect or strengthening, but also in a way that doesn't usually cause a lot of tension or pushing. It's also helping us manage our breath in a way that's natural, and we're actually making sound without having to think about it. So it's just a good exercise that I incorporate in between recording. I'll be recording something and then in between be doing singing the melody with my straw and water. It's kind of like a 2-for-1 because I'm drinking my water, but I'm also blowing bubbles, and that's a great SOVT. SOVT exercises, you can look them up in general. They're called semi-occluded vocal tract exercises. Are great for finding your mix, great for strengthening your voice, great for easing through the breaks, wonderful for warming up your voice because they are typically more gentle and don't require too much effort, which is kind of what we're after when we're singing. We don't want to be totally worn out. That's not a good sign. We want to have stamina, and SOVTs help train your singing muscle memory in a really great way. I will say that I have some SOVTs I really love and some that I don't love. Again, kind of a person-to-person basis. See what feels good. And if it challenges you in the right way, great. But if it feels strained, then don't feel like you have to do it. Here's a little bonus idea. Sometimes we just need to stretch our voice a little bit. Sometimes if you just take the song you're singing and move it in a higher part of your voice comfortably without straining, it can help stretch us out a little bit so that when we come back down to the original key, it feels easier. Sometimes too, it's easier to find that pingy voice in our upper register or middle to high part of our voice. And so once we find it, it's easier to sort of transfer that down. I'm thinking of that song Hard Place by Her. It's always so hard for me because it's in a really awkward part of my range. What if nothing ever will change? It's really hard for me to not push. So if I bring it up higher, what if nothing ever will change? I'm caught between your love and a hard place. then I bring it back down. What if nothing ever will change? I'm caught between your love and a hard place. It's a little bit easier for me to find my mix after I've done it in a little bit of a higher place in my voice. So when I bring it back down, it's just a little bit easier. It's a tactic. It works. It's kind of magical. If it works for you, it's a great little strategy. If you're confused about what mixed voice is, the basics of mixed voice, a whole breakdown of how it all works and some things to try, I kind of do a deep dive in a couple of other videos that I have on my channel, and I have a whole playlist on everything related to mixed voice in that playlist. So go ahead and check that out, and then come back to this one, save this one if you need a little review of different exercises to actually try out. You might realize down the road that one exercise doesn't work now, but it works for you later on. That can happen. The voice journey is funny like that. I go live almost every week to answer your singing questions that you leave me in the comments, or if you hop in on the live and you ask questions in the chat. I love to know what you're wondering and help you out the best that I can. If you're subscribed, hit that notification bell so you get notified when I go live and you can ask your singing questions there. I love the community we have. It's really fun. If you are a more community-based person, we do have group classes that are super fun, open mic nights, come one, come all. Check them out on my website. It's a cozy community. And if you're watching this far, I do have a little surprise. Education is my number one. I am an education channel. I love reading. I love books of all kinds. I actually have a little bookshop on this app called Pango Books. It's a website as well. And I recently became a Pango ambassador. So they told me if you're new to Pango Books, you can get $5 off your first order with the code Olivia Peck. So get yourself a book with my code. All right, y'all, you know how to find me if you're looking for a one-on-one lesson with me on oliviapeck.com. It's got all my info, how to book a lesson, fill out the lesson request form. I'd love to meet you, and I'll see you soon. Take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks for being here. Bye.